Prosecutors across Metro Detroit are hoping to stop a horrible trend in its tracks tonight. These copycat threats of school violence after the Oxford High School shootings.
More than 24 students are now facing serious charges for making or spreading these recent threats. In Wayne County alone, 16 students are facing charges. In Oakland County, the prosecutor is working on 7 cases involving threats. And in Washtenaw County, the prosecutor has charged 2 middle school students.
Yeah, today threats had to be investigated at 2 more Metro Detroit schools, once again disrupting classes and wasting valuable resources and time. But tonight, 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell wanted to find out what's been learned from the tragedy.
And what changes are being made to keep our students safe.
Yes, similar conversations are happening in schools across Michigan, across our country. Retired Detroit Police Assistant Chief Steve Dolan is the athletic director here at Cabrini High, and he says as he talks to students here, he has seen that they're not just concerned about their safety, they are also grieving with Oxford, and to honor Oxford, they're working to improve processes. As they learn about the victims of Oxford High, students at Cabrini High School in Allen Park see reflections of themselves. They grieve. Principal Donna Sweeney sees their pain. She delivered a card of condolences from students to Oxford.
We took it out there, and that was very overwhelming.
Cabrini High opened its doors to us as the school planned on a classroom-by-classroom basis to prevent violence in the school. Today, they prepared and tested ropes and blockades for doors.
What happens in my classroom might be different than what happens in your classroom because our setup is different.
Tomorrow, we're actually going to meet the students in the morning, go over some basic things like this is real. It's not funny.
On Athletic Director Steve Dolan's desk are pamphlets on OK to Say, an app students across Michigan can use to anonymously report danger, reports on how to protect students, and how to identify students in need of mental health support. Dolan retired from the Detroit Police Department, where he was assistant chief. He says just as classrooms are different, schools are choosing different tools. For example, Lake Orion High School tells WXYZ it will be moving to requiring clear backpacks.
Yes, a clear backpack is a deterrent. Again, if I want to get it in, I'm going to find a way to get it in.
Dolan says there are pros and cons to everything. For example, cell phones allow students to call for help, but they also add distressful distractions on social media. Cabrini High doesn't allow them in class.
Having the plans in place to keep our kids safe and our protocols, that's something we work really hard on.
Allen Park Police Chief Chris Egan worked with school leaders at Cabrini today. He says one of his goals after seeing what happened at Oxford High is to make sure schools in his community are comfortable reaching out to police, even if they're looking for help getting a child's mental health support, not necessarily a criminal conviction.
I want the person who's in crisis to be able to come to us and the person sitting next to them to say, hey, I think this person needs help.
It just really zeroed in everything that we really have to do to keep these kids safe.
And as we were in this school working on this story today, we heard over the PA announcements from students sharing information on how students can get mental health support. The message is it really is a holistic approach. There's no one answer to protect students, but there are things we can do. Reporting live in Allen Park, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
Kim, thank you.